And my name is Elder, and yes, I will be your host and, of course, your explainer for today. Now, for every one of us connecting from across the lands and birds of Nigeria, we thank you, yes, for connecting with every, of course, one of us. We thank you, of course, for taking out your time to attend this short 45-minute session that I can assure you will be very, very, very enlightening, and of course you will find it extremely beneficial to know your growth economically and financially. And for every one of us that currently live in present-day Nigeria, we know all of the challenges, we currently are facing with fuel scarcity. We know the challenges we are currently facing with, all of the shenanigans, happening with the Naira redesign, trying to get our hands on money. And of course, even in trying to drive digital, innovation and adoption, we see the challenges we also face, with all of these products and services not, being readily available in terms of, network coverage and our ability to just get things done. So there are a lot of, things to say about the present day Nigeria and where we are. But on FoloPAY platform, we're not here to, to whine or to complain or to, abuse or insult the fact that our political leaders have failed us or have not failed us. We're here to talk about something that we know every one of us obviously have in common. And, the key question, we ask everyone amongst ourselves, or the key question every one of us, we likely have at the back of our minds and at the back of our hearts, is that one simple question of what do communities have in common? What do communities have in common? Whether you live in Lagos, or you live in Ebonyi State, or you live in Enugu State, or you live in Sokoto, or you live in Benin City, or you live in Ondo State, or you live in Port Harcourt, or you live in Benue, wherever it is you're connecting from across the length and breadth of Nigeria, what is that one thing that communities, the area you live in, the street you live in, the estate you live in, what do we have in common? What are those things we have in common? What do we share? What is that common bound amongst every one of us? That answer is quite simple. We lean in on each other on money matters and non-money matters needs. But the honest reality is this: for every one of us to wake up in the morning, leave our houses, hustle out something to do, to make money, means that we're satisfying some of the Maslow's laws of, wanting to eat, wanting to buy clothes, wanting to live in a house, wanting to get some stuff that ordinarily you might probably have to plan towards, wanting to take your family out, wanting to, compensate yourself for some of the hard work or the efforts you put in recent time. So every one of us, there's always that need for us to want to generate income and also live out some of the desires and the dreams that we have for ourselves. For some persons, their aspiration as of today is to buy their land and build their house. For some other persons, their aspirations as of today is to get their own space that they can call their own. For some other persons, your aspirations for today might be that I want to get married, I want to settle down. For some other persons, of course, they have that aspiration to want to japa, to want to leave Nigeria. But the most important thing that binds every one of us together is the fact that we all wake up every morning to go out there to work hard, to work smart. Some persons might even say to hustle, so that we can put food in our stomachs. Let's not even say food on the table. Because nowadays, the food does not even need to get to the table before I eat. I can practically eat anywhere, so long as I have the means to, of course, buy that food. So long as I have the means to pay for that accommodation, to buy that clothes, to enable me go out, board public transports. Whether it's a bus, a keke, or a korope, or even taking an Uber boat and all of the plenty apps out there. Every one of us, we're all connected to that desire to make money, to satisfy the Maslow's psychological laws, the Maslow's of needs, every one of us. That is the major thing that connects us. So no matter where we are in the length and breadth of this country, we're always on the lookout. How do I make money? How do I make money? How do I make money? Where can I make more money? So they will always advise you, get a skill, get a job, get a side hustle, do something else just to compensate. And realistically, in present day Nigeria, unless you work in a company that pays you 1 million, 2 million, 5 million monthly, you will largely always look for ways to compensate for what you earn on a monthly basis. Even Dangote, with all of the money he has, Kenelumi, with all of the money they have, they are always on the lookout to create value so they can make more money. So at that level of financial bliss, we still have our billionaires, our multimillionaires seeking ways they can capture value in the markets. And I'm pretty sure that that's the major reason they consistently continue to wake up every day, seeking out business opportunities, working hard every day, traveling the world, looking for partners, investors, to take their dreams from paper to reality. It's only someone that is probably dead or someone that is probably in a vegetative state that will say that, oh, I do not have need to make more money. I do not have need to make money. I'm just satisfied with where I am, And FoloPAY, as a fintech company, realizes the importance of ensuring that we can make money in a way that is sustainable and in a way that is safe and seamless. And of course, in a way that also doesn't destroy our reputation or the bridges we built over time, whether it's your friends, whether it's your colleagues, whether it's your neighbors, whether your church members or your mosque members, whether your secondary school mates, your primary school mates, your university mates, whether it's your local community group, your parapro group. The goal is to ensure that how can we make money in a way that is sustainable, in a way that is seamless, but at the same time preserves our integrity, preserves our reputation. And the honest reality is this, like I said before, no matter the level you're operating, unless you earn 5 million naira monthly or 2 million naira monthly or a million naira monthly, even at a million naira monthly, you will always need more. To a large extent, all of us earning thousands of naira monthly will always be on the lookout. How do we make money? How do we make money? And of course, FoloPAY as a fintech company, as a product, as a financial product distribution fintech company, has created its first Money Matters lifestyle community. And that community is called the FoloPAY Community Marketing Initiative. The FoloPAY Community Marketing Initiative. So the big question is, how do I make money in a way that is seamless, in a way that is sustainable, in a way that is immediate? Of course, not immediate like you're just printing out money, but immediate that if I come into this community, can I place in this small amount and also make a certain amount that is sustainable? That's exactly what the FoloPAY Community Marketing Initiative is about. In this initiative, we have created two models or three models that allows people earn on our platform. And let me say this, the keyword here is community. The keyword here is community. The keyword here is community. The keyword here is integrity. The keyword here is also sustainability. And of course, the most important keyword is the seamless nature of how we can make that money. And I know for a fact that when it comes to our experience as Nigerians or Africans generally, you know, being a part of community initiatives or network marketing initiatives or other, you know, Ponzi kind of scheme that we've seen, our experiences are mostly usually like, you know, bad. There's always one tail or the other that is quite negative. So one of the most important things, you know, we did during the design of this initiative was to ensure that those mistakes and errors that were made in the past, we can learn from those lessons, pick some of what they did well, and throw, of course, do away with what they didn't do well. And pick from there, pick from here, pick from other persons, getting valuable insights, which of course has led us to the design of our own FoloPAY community marketing initiative. So for us, this is about creating a safe community that is sustainable in the long run. And of course, like every new thing out there, there will always be that doubt that, oh, is this legit? Is this real? Is this sustainable? Hope it won't crash in the long run as more persons come in. No, it wouldn't. And the big question, of course, is this: how do I make money in this community? How do I make money in this community? The first, of course, is from your referrals and your referrals downlines. And with the way we've designed our referral model, you can go up to 4 levels. At the 4th level, you graduate out of the scheme. If you want to restart all over again, that's totally left, of course, to the person that came in. And at peak, if you're an excellent referral and you have excellent downlines, at peak, within 3 weeks, one can generate up to 590,000 naira. And I'll explain how that's possible. Beyond that, FoloPAY also distributes products and services that has a mass market appeal. They are intangible products. We sell loans, SME loans. We sell personal loans. We sell undergraduate loans, student loans. For those that want to study abroad, for those that want to study locally here in Nigeria, in the private university. Because we don't loan to federal schools that go on strike anyhow. We even loan to secondary school students, primary school students. Of course, not the students per se, the parents that come in through the students. We have health insurance where people pay 100 naira to access health insurance daily. We even have a pension product. So there are a lot of financial services that FoloPAY sells. So at peak, also, when you get to the 4th level in this community, one can also earn 880,000. How that happens to will also be explained in the next slide. And the best part now is this: for all of the sales, the downline you bought makes, you also get to make 7.5% commission on their sales for a lifetime. So long as whoever it is that bought that particular customer continues to buy and patronize, we will also continue to compensate in commissions. So the big question, of course, is, okay, you've explained what we do, how we can make money. So let's look at it now in real terms. How exactly does this work? And what will I be doing as an individual? And of course, how do I make money? Because like I said earlier, that the major thing that connects every one of us as Nigerians, particularly those of us that are, low income earners, middle income earners, maybe a little above middle income earners, is the fact that we're always on the lookout on how we can make money in a credible way, in a sustainable way, and in a seamless way. And looking at the realities that currently faces us as Nigerians, with inflation out there, with scarcity out there, with increase in cost of living. In fact, there's now a need to have a way I can earn side income in a convenient way, in a seamless way, and in a way that does not destroy my reputation as an individual. So this is where, of course, the FoloPAY community marketing initiative comes to play. A community that is committed to your financial well-being. And within this community, just like you have a cooperative, there are a lot of other benefits that members of the community, particularly active members of the community, can enjoy. So the big question, how does it work? How does it work? Every member or prospective member of the FoloPAY marketing initiative community marketing initiative pays 6,000 naira to join in. Of that 6,000, 5,000 naira is the actual investment, while of course 1,000 naira goes to membership registration. So we pay 6K. With 6K, you are given 6 unique codes. 6 unique codes. So 5 unique codes. So that is you at the very foundation on the scheme. So your 6K investments, 1K goes to membership registration, which of course that membership registration is for a lifetime. So even if you want to come back into the pyramid again, when you graduated out, you don't have to pay the membership fee. You're now in, you are in. There are other value propositions I would also explain that members on the scheme also get to enjoy. So once, of course, you've onboarded, you've invested your 6K, 1K to membership fee, 5,000 naira is your actual investment. The first major tax you have will now be recommending, referring, onboarding 5 other persons to sign up. And of course, how do you get people to sign up? Mostly by inviting them to attend this webinar so they can listen for themselves. If they want to walk into our offices, we are very happy to welcome them. Our office is located in Unilag. So either they sign up for the webinar that takes place on the Friday, like today, or the one that takes place on Sunday, like 6:30 p.m. Or better yet, if you have the ability to talk to them and convince them on your own, then of course, you are totally and completely welcome to onboard them directly. So for every member you onboard, we get to pay you 1,000 naira in immediate commission. So that's at your 5 persons. So the goal now is the motivation that drives every one of us, which is also what is driving us that invited all of you here, is the fact that we've invested money by signing up. I need to make back my money first before I start giving my profits. So I'm driven to get my 5 persons because I've invested my resource. It's the same thing that guides psychologically every other person you get to bring on board. Their major concern is, let me get my 5K first. So once you've gotten in your 5,000, we expect that the same mindset and motivation that drove you to get 5 persons almost immediately is the same motivation that will psychologically drive your downline you bring to bring each of their 5 persons too. So at that stage, of the money they paid, each of them times 25, we get to give you 400 naira per person. And of course, we multiply that for you. That comes to 10K. At this level, at your second level, you are no longer directly involved in, of course, hustling new members. Unless on your own, you decide, I want to get extra guys so I can be earning more income at the first level. Because the way we pay the community is paid in fives. Once you've gotten 5, that's one community. So even if you get extra 3 persons, they will have to form a new cluster of 5 persons. It is 3 when they keep working like that in their trees. So psychologically, in every point, at every level, people will naturally be motivated to want to recoup back their immediate investment, which is the money they paid. So at the third level, when of course the downline of your downline brings in their own guys, times 125 persons, you make about 75,000. And at peak, which is the level you graduate out of, you make about 500,000 naira. So the goal for us is not just to ensure that we onboard people. For example, all of the guys, I'm onboarding personally. I have a target of onboarding 25 persons. Why? Because I bought 5 slots at the initial stage. So I'm not just going to onboard 25 guys and leave them hanging. No, I'm going to ensure that I work with them so that they themselves can get their own guys and get their money back immediately. But the same support I provided to them, they will also be expected to provide that support to their downline so that their downline can also be driven to get people in. And for every level you are on, we're going to be allotting products to you. You can introduce to your downlines. You can even introduce to members in your office, in your churches. People want to sign up for health insurance, they pay. When they pay for the health insurance, we get to pay you a commission. People want to access our loans, whether it's our international loan or local loans in Nigeria. They access it, the commission there, we get to pay you too. So there are both ways we can actually make money on the platform. We make money from selling, of course, from referring people in, and through the downlines, we've earned income. But more importantly, we also sell products that has a mass market appeal. 80% of Nigerians go to school. There are a lot of Nigerians seek an education, whether it's at the undergraduate level or at the postgraduate level. So our goal in FoloPAY is to ensure that whether I'm making money from my referrals or I can make money from the wealth portfolio allotted to me. So in total, you get a wealth portfolio of about 12.something million. Even if you sell everything in 6 months, you would have made your 880K. Now, if you look at how much we earn in Nigeria, some of us earn 50,000, 70,000, 100,000, 120,000. In 6 months, I don't even think we say earn up to 880,000. So that's still a lot. And whether I like it or not, we will always look for ways to make money legitimately. And making legitimate money does not come easy because you have to work hard for it. And that's exactly the spirit of entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship. We're also promoting in FoloPAY through, of course, this particular model. So whether you're an employee, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a freelancer, it does not matter. Whether you're a student, whether you're unemployed, so long as you have an entrepreneurial mindset, you are motivated to want to make money legitimately, you will find success on our platform. And like I said before, this is not a Ponzi scheme. So if you notice, you will notice that people do not get the exact amounts that they put in. The only place where you make your exact 1,000 naira is at the first level. At the other levels, we conserve the money by placing them in fixed deposits, where it can also get us returns as a community. Once you get to level 3rd, you've completed, your downlines have completed up to level 3. to a large extent, if a member of the community comes to meet us that, oh, FoloPAY, I would love to access a personal loan, we're inclined to give that kind of member, of course, a loan. Oh, FoloPAY, I would also love counseling or advice on some stuff, but I just need a little loan to also scale my business. This minus the loan we sell. FoloPAY as a community, we offer those kind of benefits to members. Every year or every quarter. Every year, we say, okay, let us organize a big event where we invite everyone. Members of the community get to attend for free in the state, of course, where they are residents in. Every quarter, we say that, okay, let's do an exhibition, a big exhibition. We invite all members of our communities that sell stuff for free. And of course, we blast it out so well so that a lot of persons come and attend and buy stuff, whatever it is that you have to sell. For those of might say that, oh, I'm looking for a new job. I'm looking for ways to, to get better opportunities. The community gets to organize job fairs, inviting corporates that we know are seeking for talents. So beyond the value we get as members of the community, if you also want, oh, I need advice, I need counsel, I just need, to just know what I need to do with my life. Members of the community would also have access to those timeless opportunities, timeless benefits. So we're not just a community that meets your financial needs. We're also a community that meets your non-financial needs. Because those non-financial needs at times can also be a good propeller for you to meet your financial needs and your financial obligation. And everybody, whether we like it or not, we need a community to lean on. We need a community to strive on. That's why they tell you that your relationships, your network determines, of course, your network in future. That's exactly the kind of community we intend and want to build in FoloPAY. So it's a straightforward model. It's a straightforward business model. It's a straightforward way. We can make money, we can make impact. But more importantly, we can also grow our finances. We can also grow our careers. We can also grow our level of exposure. So the first step is paying that membership fee. Of that 6,000 you pay, 1,000 naira goes to permanent registration on the platform. 5,000 naira is now the investment you are making. Once you've onboarded, you get your 5 persons too that follow the same pattern. And of course, you continue to earn in that way. Straightforward business model, straightforward pattern. No matter where you are in Nigeria, no matter who you are, whether you're a student or unemployed, it does not matter. Everybody and anybody is welcome to be part of the FoloPAY Community Marketing Initiative. And I can assure you that we're creating and opening a new vista of opportunities for Nigerians. And of course, this will become the model and the standard in time to come. So for every one of you that has been invited to this webinar, we encourage you to take that first step and become a part of the network. If you do not know how to convince people, do not bother. Just get your prospects to attend the webinar, to register for the webinar. You can even add them to the WhatsApp group. You want them to be added to the group. Ask for the link. We'll share it with you. We will help you close them so that you can make your money back immediately. And the same support we provide to you, which you also provide to your downline. We'll also continue to provide that support even to your downline. Because this webinar will be taking place weekly on Fridays and on Sundays, including the fact that we'll be having daily walk-ins. You can come to our offices. You can even connect online virtually. So this, of course, is the value people get when they become members of the network, when they become members of the FoloPAY Community Marketing Initiative. From foundation level to level 4, we graduate out, we can pick up again. Oh, I want to take 5 slots, 10 slots, 6 slots. Totally possible, totally doable. But we are guided by the same principle that we've explained here. So let us take that next step. Let's not waste time so that we can get moving this month of February. And of course, see what happens at the end of the month of February. Every one of us, we all have people around us, whether it's your colleagues, whether it's your neighbors, whether your church members or your mosque members, whether they're family friends or your relations, your childhood friend, your school alumni group, whether it's primary school, secondary school, or at the University of Polytechnic level. We all have people around us. Bring those people into the FoloPAY community. And let's see what value we can begin to give out to each and every one of ourselves. I can assure you that taking this plunge and this step will obviously be in, of course, your benefits. So some key questions, of course, that we've had people ask us is that, oh, so Elder, is FoloPAY like a Ponzi scheme? FoloPAY is not a Ponzi scheme. We will not tell you to bring 10,000 and expect to make back 50,000 in 2 days. No. You have to bring your referral. Your downline has to bring their own downline, their own referral. And of course, if you decide that I do not want to take the downline route, I would rather focus on selling the wealth portfolio, the products and services you sell that are intangible, that has a mass market appeal. You are totally welcome to. Can I bring more than 5 persons? Oh, yes, you can. You can refer as much as 100 persons, if that's what obviously catches your fancy. Like I said earlier, of the 6,000 you pay, 1,000 naira is your membership fee. Then, of course, 5,000 naira is what is dedicated to the marketing initiative itself, the community. So every downline, every pyramid climaxes at 625 persons. Once you've clocked 625 and pick that last benefit of 500,000, we are good to go. So at this point, thank you so very much for listening. And if you have any question, please, you can just raise up your hands. If you are also ready to get started immediately, please, I would also encourage you to connect with us on the WhatsApp group, or connect with the person that added you to the group or invited you, of course, to this particular, meeting, and let's get you started immediately. Let's get you started immediately. Like I said before, this is going to be a very short presentation. Ironically, I've just done about 35 minutes presenting, of course, all of this. So if you have any question, if you know you have any question, you need clarity, whatever questions you have, please, you can just raise up your hands and you can ask those questions. If you are shy to speak out, you can also type your questions in the comments of this very meeting. Or better yet, when, of course, we are done, you can easily call the person that invited you just to get a little clarity. And I can assure you that they will give you this clarity. If network probably don't allow you to hear everything that was said, luckily, we've recorded this, of course, on YouTube. So the very moment we are done with this meeting, we're going to be sharing the YouTube link on the WhatsApp group. But I invite every one of us to take action. Let's take action. And of course, let's look out for ways to begin to build this like-minded community. And this is not just something we intend to do for 2 days or 3 days or 1 year. Or no, we intend to do this for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 100 years. So this is more of a legacy we're building, a legacy community that we're building. And of course, a community that we believe in every one of us do our parts. We benefit every one of us financially, economically, professionally, psychologically. And of course, more importantly, with the relationships we'll be building by meeting other members of the community across the length and breadth of this very nation. So thank you very much, everyone. Any question, I'll be very happy to answer your questions. So we have just about 10 minutes before, of course, we close today's meeting, because like we promised, it's going to be a 1 hour event, and we intend to keep that 1 hour on the dots. So if you have any question, please, you can ask your questions. Please, you can ask your questions. Okay, so I see that there are no questions, and when there are no questions, it means two things. It's like, oh, I understand everything that has been said, and of course, I am ready to move ahead. In taking action to get started. So if that's the case, then I think we can just reach out, of course, like I said already, to the persons that invited us to this particular meeting. This YouTube link will be shared immediately we're done, so that we can still watch it again on our own. So we totally appreciate, of course, every one of us connecting to this meeting. For those of you that are connecting, that will be watching this video on YouTube later, please, I want to say this. When you are done watching the video, if you have any questions, you can throw your questions back on the WhatsApp group, or you can call the person, of course, that invited you to attend this particular webinar today, so that at least that way we can get you started immediately. We can get you started immediately. Already, the FoloPAY community marketing initiative is live, but we've not started making noise heavily on social media because we're still wanting to build the foundation with close cycle of people that we know, which is the major reason, of course, we were invited for today's webinar. So from next week, you'll begin to see a lot of advertising, of the FoloPAY community marketing initiative on Facebook, on Twitter, on Google, on LinkedIn, and of course, on every social media platform that you can ever think of, or think about. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, of course, for your time. Thank you very much for attending to this webinar. We're totally grateful, and we look forward, of course, to welcoming you into the FoloPAY community marketing initiative platform. God bless us. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much. This webinar will take place on Sunday again by 6:30 p.m. By 6:30 p.m. on Sunday. So if you have anyone that you are interested in, of course, in wanting to convert as a 5, you can get them, of course, to attend on Sunday by 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. on Sunday. We'll be doing this again for 1 hour on Sunday. So thank you. Have a wonderful evening, or a wonderful afternoon, and of course, a blessed weekend. Bye, bye, bye.